Ahoy mateys, Grunty's here with episode 6 of the Nuzlocke. Last time, Rapper's crew was poisoned and we began laying them to rest, starting with Manny. Turns out, Manny betrayed his old captain Zadok, locking him away in the infamous Trader's Cave while searching for the lost city of gold. We found Zadok dazed and half mad, who told us we need a key to reach the city, but when we found it, surprise! The Aztecosaur dinosaur folks, once lost to darkness, were alive and under the Shadow Queen's curse, driving them mad. To save them, we had to storm the Pyramid of Fire and defeat their corrupted ancestor, Chococob. One crewmate down, 2 more to go. Now let's dive into the next chapter of our journey. The next crewmate I laid to rest is Mo. His soul can't find peace after a bitter betrayal. He forsook his true love, Wilhelmina. She'd fallen for the Captain Gordon, and in jealousy, Mo stole her mother's wedding ring and hid it away. Without it, Wilhelmina refuses to marry, and Mo's guilt keeps him bound to this world. He pleads for us to retrieve the ring from his sea chest in the caves above and ask for her forgiveness so he can finally rest. We climb the ladder in search of the chest, but find nothing. Pressing onward, we reach to the Scarekeet's roost, and there it is, Mo's chest, guarded by an angry flock. Bonnie Ann quips Polly want a cracker before the fight breaks out. After defeating the Scarekeets, we grab the ring and head to Captain Gordon's house. Returning it to Wilhelmina, she gasps. If Mo is gone, there is no one left to help her, unless we step in. But even with the ring, she says she can't marry. Captain Gordon has been taken away by the Red Claw Gang, vengeful crabs after him for the ending of their syndicate. With Mo gone, she begs us to rescue Gordon, promising all will be forgiven. We set sail, battling Red Claw ships until one crew finally talks. They admit Gordon isn't with them. Buster Crab has him in Devilfish Hollow. The crab sneers, we'll never make it there alive. Undeterred, we press through the Skyway to Devilfish Hollow. Bonnie Ann admits the place gives her the shivers. Following crab tracks into the cave, we're confronted by Shelly and his gang. Mistaking us for shirkers, he blurts out that Buster took Gordon to Red Hook, then realizes his mistake. After defeating them, they confess Gordon's been moved to a new hideout, Red Hook Cave on Skull Island. We port back and set course for it. Inside Red Hook Cave, a crab thug named Sammy Jones mocks us. A friend of Captain Gordon's, are ye? No worries, he's right over through that door. Trap or not, we head onto the sigil and head inside. We're met by Frankie Pinch, a mini-boss. Uninvited guest, eh? He sneers, ordering his thugs to throw us out. We defeat Frankie's crew, but he escapes. Deeper inside, we find Gordon locked in a cage. Frankie taunts that freeing him would ruin the crab's dinner plans, then rallies his thugs for the final showdown. Frankie Pinch versus Blaze Quick. Stay tuned for the battle.
Help! Jump the winch or I'll be in the soup!
All right.
There's Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Reckon I will.
Why, thanks, pirate. If you hadn't stopped the winch, I'd be on the dinner menu.
There's more of them. Protect Captain Gordon. What now? Aye. Boy. Boy. Yes, Captain? What now? What now? Okay.
Gon' give it to ya. Fuck, wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to ya.
The aftermath was brutal. Bonnie Ann and I barely made it out alive. But sadly, Subadai falls. Farewell, friend, until level 13. With Frankie and his crew defeated, we free Gordon. He thanks us, explaining the crabs have hunted him ever since he broke their smuggling ring. But before we can leave, Buster Crab himself appears, and this won't be good. Buster mocks us, friends of Gordon, but he won't give up his favorite seasoning. When we even think about running, he warns there are hundreds of crabs between us and the exit. Bonnie Ann steps in, invoking Parlay. Buster scoffs at our right to the Brotherhood's code. Then Johnny Cake, an absolute legend of a crab, vouches for us as the ones who stopped the Troggy bombardment and outsmarted Finn Dorsal. MVP move. Shells and sails. You're a fine nuisance, a real pirate, eh? Buster says, agreeing to Parlay. But there's a catch. The crabs won't give up Gordon easily. They're willing to trade him for the golden hook of the Dutchman, an infamous pirate even before Captain Gunn. Bring them the hook and Gordon walks free. He's heard the Dutchman's ship, the Marie Celestia, was lost in a storm. If we can find the wreck, we can find the hook. Do we have an accord? Buster asks, adding with a grin, not to take too long. His boys haven't eaten all day. Bonnie Ann suggests we ask Skinny Pete at the Kraken Skulls, who knows all there is about old-time pirates. Before heading there, I return home to lay Subadai to rest. A moment of silence for a loyal companion. Then we head to the Kraken Skulls, where Skinny Pete isn't thrilled to see us. You again? What do you want this time? After leveling up to 7, 63 more to go until the next update. Pete tells us the Dutchman's hook went down with the Marie Celestia, along with nearly the entire Dutchman's crew. He explains that old Jim Doyle was a cabin boy on that ship, the only soul to survive. They found him floating on a barrel of hardtack, pale and silent as the grave. If anyone knows what happened, it's Doyle. Pete points us towards his shack down the beach. Before visiting Doyle, we train with Morgan for new powers and talents. No more mistakes like with Subadai. Then we head to Doyle's shack. Inside, rat thugs are threatening him about the hook. We cut them down and Doyle thanks us for saving him. He explains the Dutchman had gone mad trying to make up for the lost cargo. He heard of a case of mojo potions hoarded by a witch doctor. If he brought them back, his debts will be paid. But when the witch doctor refused to hand them over, the Dutchman took them by force. Sarah chimes in saying mojo potions are the greatest cure, even better than yum yum fruit. Doyle says they fetch a fortune, which explains the Dutchman's desperation. But the witch doctor cursed him and his crew to never return to the port. As they sailed, ghosts surrounded the Marie Celestia and dragged it into Perdition's Cauldron, a place Doyle warns us to avoid at all costs. He escaped before the ship foundered, but the screams of the crew still haunt his dreams. If the hook still exists, it's there. Subazai says the evil spirits are dangerous, but we must face them to get the hook. We head to the docks and board our ship, and sail to Perdition's Cauldron. Inside, the place is beyond spooky. Sarah admits it's the creepiest place she's seen. Debris making docking impossible, so we take a longboat to reach the Marie Celestia. We board and search for a way to the captain's quarters. Starting on the left, we fight through the Dutchman's ghostly crew, but the door is locked. Moving to the other side, we fight more undead and gain access to the captain's quarters. Inside, more crew guard the next room, growling, "Dead men tell no tales, neither shall ye." We defeat them and push onward, eventually facing Billy Johnson, an undead pirate claiming we'll never leave alive. We cut down him and press on, clearing the last of the spirits. At last, we reach the captain's cabin, where the golden hook waits. But then, floating Dutchman himself appears. "Come to take me hook, not over our dead bodies." The floating Dutchman vs. Blaze Quick. Let the fight commence.
Captain? too. Here goes. Easy peasy. Will do.
My plagues upon ye, and it will be your doom.
Is that all? Okay. Here goes. Watch this. Easy peasy.
We've got an egg, pirate! Soon it'll hatch into a brand new pet.
Press I to open your pet roster. The timer on the egg's icon displays how long it will take.
After a brutal battle, we survive, grab the golden hook, and head back to Buster Crab. Surprised we actually returned with it, Buster grudgingly honors the deal. Much obliged, he says, freeing Gordon. He warns us to avoid him in the future, mocking that the next time Bonnie Ann might not be fast enough to wave the white flag. Bonnie says it's time to reunite these claw-crossed lovers, so we bring Gordon back to Wilhelmina. Wilhelmina, relieved, says we've answered her prayers. She's asked us to tell Mo he's forgiven and that he's made her the happiest girl in Skull Island skies. Mo, finally at peace, thanks us for setting his soul free. Now he can rest knowing Wilhelmina is happy. He tells us to let Lasco know they're square. Lasco is grateful that Mo's spirit is free. That's 2 of my shipmates saved. He says, save the last, and I'll tell you all I know about Ratbeard's whereabouts. This concludes this episode. Stay tuned for the last part of Ratbeard's crew. Thanks for watching. Until next time, pirates.